Go. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to On Thin Ice, the channel where Peyton and I discuss icebreaker questions. We ask each other icebreaker questions, usually go off on a tangent about them, and we're very funny lads, very funny guys that just talk about funny stuff for the most part. If you're
That's
watching,
why.
if you're watching this, don't listen to Peyton or look at his shaking head gesture. It's true. We are funny lads that talk about funny things on a funny channel about icebreaker questions, and sometimes not safe for work, sometimes pretty serious, sometimes not so serious, sometimes why so serious, all kinds of shit. So
You say we have all this content and stuff. I don't see it anywhere. I guess you can't see that. I don't see any ideas here that are funny.
see, aside from the ideas that we have on that
Come on.
list, it doesn't matter because we have like 40 something episodes worth of content that you guys can dig your teeth into and enjoy and watch. And some of them probably not so much, but some of them definitely. And at the very least, you can laugh at us. Even if you're not laughing with us, you could always laugh at us, and that's also, honestly, that's okay in my book. I don't give a fuck, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Any. Oh shit. How's that phrase go? Not any news is bad news. Any coverage is good coverage or something like that.
Any views are good views, bruh.
I just want attention.
So,
I'm desperate. I'll take anything.
good views or any views are good views. Any comment is good. Whatever comment you put on there, it's gonna push it into the algorithm,
No,
baby.
you
I don't
can't
care.
say that. You can't say that though.
Sure, I can. Comment below. Whether it be bad or good, I don't care. Just do it. Anyway,
Just say some shit. You got anything you want to get off your chest?
yeah. This not only is a podcast for icebreaker questions, but it's also therapy.
Oh my god, can we do a live episode that we just say, can we be therapists as like the ice, or do you need therapy is the icebreaker, and it's just people coming in asking us for therapy. That would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
I'm adding that to the list.
Add it to
Fuck
the
it.
list. Fuck it. Anyway,
We can't run out of content. We still got at least 10 more episodes.
so I want to ask your movie updates because I know usually you have them, but I also
I have
have some,
two
I also
with
have
me.
some movie updates, and I'm afraid that if I go off on my movie updates, we're gonna get some heat. We're gonna get
Well,
some heat because
I
there's
love
there's
heat.
some hot takes, boy. Let me tell you. And I already got heat from Derek and Toby. They're already like trying to cancel me, but
They're trying to cancel it.
it's just man, it's just upsetting. It's
Is
upsetting.
it like
but
when I talk about Smile?
no, because
Okay.
Smile's like what it is. What it is. You know, I don't give a fuck if you don't like Smile or not. I don't care.
Okay.
This is about a classic.
Oh, I just
a,
saw
ve- a very
Tik-
a very beloved classic that a lot
I
of
just
people
saw-
like.
I just saw a TikTok where two dudes, so I know it's a reputable source, were going through a list of the scariest horror movies of all time based on science. I guess it was recorded like the average heart rate while watching it and peak heart rate, and the more, the scarier it was. And goddamn Smile made that list.
Okay. Chill. I thought Smile was an okay movie, but by no means is it one of the scariest movies out there by any stretch. I have had nightmares that are miles scarier, which we talked about on this channel. By the way, go check that video out.
That we did. That was a
Um,
fun one.
That are way scarier than Smile ever was or ever will be. So, yeah, I don't know about all that. Fuck that shit. Whoever made that TikTok, go find them, leave a comment on their TikTok, and tell them you're canceled. This is a
Get
dumb
'em-
list.
Get him that flag that says like this is not factual information. Here's why. Get that on there. But my movie updates, yeah. Since I can go through mine quickly, I've been ordering some movies. School is sending me money, which is always good, and it will probably not be bad for me on my taxes.
Hell yeah.
Oh, the glare. Evangelion 2.22. You cannot advance. It did not come with the slipcover. I was pissed about that. But best Evangelion movie. Spoiler, it's where Asuka dies. Asuka is my homie. She is the best thing ever. And I literally can't stop thinking about Evangelion now all the time. Oops, I got a Funko update, actually. Maybe I'll bring him over
A
here.
Funko update?
In the corner. Actually, I have to now. Fuck it. I already said it in like 2 seconds.
Funko
You're not
update.
gonna
This dude's
believe
got
the
a
treasures
Funko
I
addiction.
found.
What is this?
Oh, yep,
What
yep,
is
yep.
this?
Let me know if it's worth putting the headphones back on
What
for
the
this.
fuck is this?
So I go into a game store in Quincy that I haven't been into in like well over a year and a half. And of course, I have Asuka as a Funko Pop in my watch list on eBay. If I'm gonna get any of the Funkos from Evangelion, it's gonna be my gal. I go in there, they have the full set, every Funko from Evangelion, which is only like 5, but I was able to get all of them. So I got Rey, I got a good old Shinji. I bought these protectors for them because Shinji alone is worth $80.
Nice.
And then, yeah, that's my Asuka, of course.
Hell
There's
yeah.
also a bloody version of Evangelion Unit 1 sitting on my big shelf up here. I won't pull him down. But yeah, those are good. And the other movie update. You recognize this?
Yeah.
You recognize
V for
that
Vendetta.
mask?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the V for Vendetta steelbook. That's a UK import as well.
Remember the 5th of November.
So are you watching it on November 5th?
Yeah, I do every year.
Election day? Is it? It's election day every year, isn't it? On November 5th?
I don't know about that. I don't
Oh,
care about
well,
that either, to be honest, but
it is. Election day is on November 5th, which is probably something that happens every year, and I was just stupid.
yeah,
But
same.
super important, and I think it's the best time to watch that movie.
I have missed the last, I think, 2 November 5ths due to whatever reasons, I don't know, but it was a tradition of mine. Every single 5th of November I watched it, so
Yeah.
now that I'm in a place that I can probably remember to do that, I'm going to start doing that again, so.
I need to put these. I don't want to get up and put them back on the shelf, so I'm just moving them out of the way right now. You can just look at my crotch if you want, I guess.
All I see is Nike in your armpits.
Yeah. Both smelly.
Nice.
That does it for the movie updates.
Okay, well,
You go ahead and go on your rant.
I'll give you
Go
one
on.
that I'm not going to rant about. Just one that I told you to watch whenever you got a chance. But Princess Mononoke I just watched today, which I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen a million times. But check that out if you haven't yet. Yeah, just watched that today. I finished the Lord of the Rings trilogy, so that's my annual Lord of the Rings watch through. Today I finished the Return of the King, all 4.5 hours of it, the extended version only, of course.
That's too much.
And now okay, here we go. Especially because this is going to be coming out closer to Halloween. Started watching the Halloween movies again.
Okay. Which ones?
The
All of them?
I started watching all of them. Yes. The first
Okay.
2 original Halloween movies, especially the first one, the original, the OG, is one of the most boring, dry, slow
Yes.
burn ass movie I have ever seen, and I watch it like every year. I have watched it like every year since I've lived with Toby. And holy fuck.
It's so bad.
It's so boring, dude. Oh my god. I showed Meg for the first time because she hasn't seen a lot of the classic horror movies, so I'm showing her a lot of them. And she almost fell asleep multiple times, and she's like, honestly, I don't even want to watch the rest of them. And I was like, dude, I don't blame you at all, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and this I cannot believe is coming out of my fucking mouth. I would rather watch
Don't say it.
the first 3, the original 3 Friday the 13th movies.
Oh no, man!
Then
that bad?
Then the first 3 Halloween movies, original ones.
God, dude.
Just because of how slow they are. Like, I like the Halloween idea and franchise and like what they were trying to do more, but at least at the very end of the day, at least with the Friday the 13th movies, I can get a good chuckle, for fuck's sake, okay?
Yeah.
At least they're not boring. They're still entertaining to a degree, okay? That's the whole point of watching a fucking movie. They're entertainment. It's entertainment. I should feel entertained.
Nope.
Not soothed to the point where I want to fucking sleep the second it gets put on. Throughout the whole movie, dude. There's one part. There's one part in the first first Halloween movie that gets me every single time I watch it, no matter how many times I've seen it. But there's a part where Laurie, I think, is like creeping through the house trying to avoid Michael Myers or something like that, and he like steps into the light, just so slightly into the light, and you can see his mask and whatnot from the darkness behind her. That shit scares the fuck out of me every time I see it because it's just creepy. But other than that, miss me, dude. I'm so sick of pretending that like these are they're classics. I'll give it that, but that doesn't mean they're good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell people when they're like, "No, Halloween started it all." Like, that's fine.
Cool. I respect
but
it.
Fucking sucks.
I respect it, but that's as far as I go.
Yeah.
They're so hard to fucking watch. However, I just recently also, because I'm trying to get through all of them, including the Rob Zombies and including
oh man, good
including
luck.
the like really bad one, like the ones that we don't even talk about, like 4 and 5 and 6, I think, or whatever. The first Rob Zombie remake, awful. It was so, dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. I remember you saying something about the minor being in it, but I looked everywhere.
Yep.
I found nothing about a minor being recorded sexually at all anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, and trust
Did
me,
you not watch the first 10 minutes?
I scoured the internet. I could not find anything about a minor being recorded, like for the filming of the movie. So, I mean, unless it was implied, like from the story that they were a minor or something, but I don't think there was an actual minor being recorded.
Okay, well now I have to do my research again.
Because I trust me, I looked. I could not find it anywhere.
Rob Zombie Halloween was 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't remember who the chick was at the beginning.
Regardless, they're bad movies. They're not good. The whole backstory in the beginning is way worse than I remember it being. It's way worse. It's way harder to get through than I remember it being, because these are the first Halloween movies I watched. So when I first watched Halloween, these are what I was introduced to. So at the time, I'm like, okay, these are cool, whatever. But watching them now, after I know the original, like, was so iconic when it was and whatnot, it doesn't do it. And it just blows my mind how bad they ended up being. And then the trigger warning SA situation when Mikey's in the asylum and whatnot, and the fucking security guards come and like take the chick out of the room and stuff, completely irrelevant, completely uncalled for, unnecessary. Like, we already didn't like those guys. We already hated them. They were already shitty people because they were like picking on this person whom, yeah, he's a murderer and shit, but he didn't do anything to provoke being called out and like to fuck with their masks and shit like that. All they had to do was have the dude go into Mikey's room and start tearing up the masks. We would have had the same fucking outcome. Like, they still would have all gotten killed. Surprise, surprise. The SA scene was so far away from relevant. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Why?
I think that's like a Rob Zombie thing. Just from the Rob Zombie movies I've seen, is just like the most crazy, perverted shit that usually has no relevance and is just supposed to be like shocking to watch.
Yeah, it's dumb. I don't like it. But I'll be honest. Another thing that it's just annoying personally about Rob Zombie movies is that it almost feels like he uses it as an excuse to show off his wife. Like, every single movie, there's a scene where she's like almost butt-ass naked for no reason. Like, it has nothing to do with the plot or to push anything forward, because we hear that Mikey's mom is a stripper. We hear it 50 fucking times in the first 20 minutes of the movie. They didn't have to show us her stripping. That wasted so much time. It wasted so much time because it had nothing to do with Mikey. Mikey wasn't there. The dad wasn't there. The sister wasn't there. She didn't bring the baby along with her. There was nothing to push that forward whatsoever in that scene. It was solely an excuse for Rob Zombie to show off how hot his wife is. That's the only reason that scene was in there at all.
Well, Rob Zombie also uses the same cast in all of his, well, maybe not all of, but a lot of his movies have that exact same recurring cast.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. Tim Burton does too. Tim Burton has a ton of the same exact people in his movies. That's fine. That's not the part that's upsetting. Like, I don't care that he has his wife in the film. It's that he always has to plug her in a nude scene or damn near nude scene every single movie that she's in.
Yeah.
For what? For what?
Sex
I don't know.
sells, that's why.
I don't know. I guess we get it, Rob. You got a hot wife.
Sherry Moon,
Awesome.
yeah, Sherry Moon
Fantastic.
Zombie was young at one point, that's why.
Hell yeah, brother. Whatever. I don't know, but yeah. Halloween, I think, unfortunately, has just dropped down a notch for me. Is all.
That's,
I think
that's
Halloween,
funny.
Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street,
Yeah.
way up here in the ether, surrounding us with its glory and beautifulness, and the other two can stay down here and just like suffer. I don't care. Freddy's literally king. Fuck the other two, dude. Fuck them.
Well, well, so then I have one that I don't know if it's a hot take or not. Everyone talks about Terrifier 2. I finally got a chance to watch the first Terrifier. It was really not that good. I thought it was mid as fuck.
You're just spewing out your ass. You're spewing out your ass. There's no
Dude,
way.
the stuff looked so fake that it was just,
Well, it was.
yeah, I know, but it was like abysmally fake to watch. And
I
so
think
like
your brain is in denial.
even though it was like some grotesque scenes, I was like, yeah, but this looks really fake. Like I need to get sold on this. And I also don't care about the silent clown demon man killer, whatever art is, which I'm sure we won't get to know ever.
No. I mean, unless they
But
say something in the third movie, but they don't tell you in the second movie either. So
yeah, I just thought it was really draining. And then there was like, man, everyone, like they had to find a way to get everybody into a scary place, and it was a really dumb way to funnel everybody into that abandoned fucking apartment building. And then it was just like you have your main cast and they get killed off pretty quickly, and then they just start dropping in bodies for no reason. Like here's a dude that's supposed to vacuum the carpets. We're just gonna add him in. We'll just throw in his buddy too because we need to get more people killed.
yeah, it was trying to go away from the general formula of a horror movie. That's all he was doing. That's what Damien was trying to do, is get like away from the general stigma of having um, like a final girl and shit. Even though I guess technically in the second one there is, but like this one, all the characters, or at least one of these main characters in the beginning, you're probably gonna see at the end. No, you don't really. They die. Surprise.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the cat lady, she seemed to have some kind of relevance. You know, she seemed like they were building her up quite a bit. So, as a viewer, we're thinking, oh, okay, she's gonna play an important role. Oh, she fucking dies too.
Nah, scalped.
Literally
Titty scalped
scalped,
as well.
titty scalped, everything. So it was. I think
Oh,
he was just playing around with the audience. I think in that one, the second one does have like an actual story and a plot to follow through and everything. So there's that, and it kind of builds off the whole like chick that got her face ripped off thing in the beginning and also the end, I guess, of Terrifier.
yeah, yeah, the sister who had suffered all that blunt force trauma.
Yeah, she like it kind of builds on that a little bit, but you still get no answers, and it's still very misleading. There's very lots of misdirection and like red herrings and shit. And Terrifier 2 is way worse, way
Okay,
worse.
good.
They actually had like a little bit of a budget to play around with, so there's that.
Yeah, that one felt like it was shot on Terrifier 1 felt like it was shot on a few different iPhones, and then they just put like, let's just throw a vignette over the whole thing.
Well,
Instead of doing it in black and white, we'll just fix the saturation and the vignette, and it'll take care of everything.
I feel like he did All Hallows Eve, um, and then he did another thing with Art the Clown as well, and they were kind of successful in a cult kind of way. And then they were like, "Fuck it, let's do Terrifier," and they did it. I think I'm pretty sure that's how it happened. And then people were like, "Oh, this is fucked up. This is nasty." So they were like, "Oh, well, let's do it again, but bigger, worse, nastier," and That's where
Yeah,
Terrifier 2 came to be.
that's how Winnie and Pooh Blood and Honey starts. It's gonna be top of the charts when they do the third movie. The second one's gonna be a huge success.
The second one, Blood and Honey, they said that like it got like these fucking massive, awesome scores on Rotten Tomatoes and shit, like the highest rated horror movies ever. And they had screenshots and shit like that. And I was like, dude, this is literally the second day it's been in theaters. Give it a week. That's probably that's probably like 5 trolls that gave a review on Rotten Tomatoes, and they rated it really high as a troll. It's not anymore, but it was rated like 99% or some shit like that, and I was like, okay, yeah, give it a few more days, bud. It's not happening.
I mean, maybe. I think the reviews for like Rotten Tomatoes and those other sites actually comes out. Yeah, it's at 46% right now.
Yeah, there was no fucking way it was staying at 90 something percent. That's not a thing.
Yeah, usually those
Not
reviews
even
come out.
not even good
first.
movies have 99%. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, the first one's at a whopping 3%. Holy fuck, man!
That doesn't surprise me at all. Anyway, speaking of scary stuff and horror and movies, we're not going to talk about any of that. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to talk about movies, though. We are going to be talking about video games. Peyton,
Oh, goody.
what are some horror games that you have played and enjoyed, or want to play and hopefully enjoy?
I'm gonna dodge around both of your answers because I can't play horror games. I will get too scared. I've done that before with some mobile games that had me too scared to play them. When I am sitting actually playing the game myself and I can't sit as an audience participant, I get too scared. I don't know where to go in video games most of the time. That shit got me messed up.
So you're not going to check out the new PT remake?
No, probably not.
What?
I might watch it. I'm not gonna play it, but
You should play it.
best. I'm just gonna jump in with a hot take. Best horror game of all time. I've watched it. Outlast. Outlast, scary shit I've ever seen.
Outlast, huh?
Yep.
Hang on, I gotta put a visual because I don't recognize the name off the top of my head. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the religious cult one. Any religious cult stuff will usually get me, but also it's the same thing of you're trapped in an area, you can't leave. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the whole thing.
I have a thing with
You're-
eyes and shit, and
See,
that right
you
there,
don't-
fuck that.
Another thing is not getting weapons, so you're totally defenseless. And what you do have is just your camcorder or your camera because you're a reporter going into this like asylum. Yeah, the reason everything's green is because your whole view is from the night vision on this camera, which runs out of batteries that you have to go and replace every now and again.
Yeah.
If you don't have the camera batteries, you don't have vision. And there are some fat, creepy crawlies that want to crucify you in the dark.
What about games that aren't like particularly scary, but they still fall under the horror genre?
I think The Last of Us does.
No, fuck no. I mean, I guess zombies, but
Well,
I guess
now
they
I gotta
are
look up the
zombies.
genre of that because The Last of Us is my favorite game of all time.
is it horror? I mean, I guess to a degree, because zombies would classify as horror, right? They're pretty much just zombies that you're fighting.
Yeah,
So
Last of
I
Us
suppose.
game genre. Let's see what happens here. Nah, action adventure.
well,
That's fair.
that's because I haven't played The Last of Us. I know I've seen like a lot of The Last of Us, and I've seen some like gameplay streams and stuff of it, but I have not played it all the way through myself. So, but I
Yeah.
never think of The Last of Us when I think of horror. Like
I
I
don't
think of
either,
like
I just-
fucking Silent Hill and Resident Evil and like stuff like that. But those aren't particularly scary. I don't think. Maybe the original Silent Hills are probably pretty fucking scary, but
When I played the demo for PT Silent Hills, that's what made me say, okay, I'm not playing horror games ever. This is too much for me.
really,
Yeah, that got me good. There's something about going through that house multiple times and just little details change or a little sound jump scares you. I heard a baby crying in the bathroom. I said, fuck no. I'll just keep walking around until shit changes. It doesn't. You have to go interact with the crying baby in the bathtub.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Horror games also scare the fuck out of me. Like I don't think
You
I've
have no room to
ever
judge.
I don't think I've ever played a horror game by myself. Like I was there for the entirety of Resident Evil Village with Toby. Toby technically played it, but I was there the whole time watching the whole playthrough. We streamed the whole thing on Cosmic Pizza.
Yeah.
And even just watching some of that stuff was like, oh, like the fucking baby abomination shit that's like in the fucking house, and it makes some fucking creepy ass baby crying sounds as well. And I'm like,
Resident Evil
no,
Biohazard, which is my
no.
favorite, which is not a good thing for the rest of the Resident Evil community. That one was too scary for my wife Lou to watch while we ate dinner. She's like, "No, we're turning." It's like an hour in. She's like, "No, we're turning this off."
Yeah,
I love it.
well, see, you play horror games.
No, this is just watching.
Oh, you weren't playing
I
it.
watched this gameplay.
Oh, okay. I thought I was thinking that she was watching you play.
No, the scariest thing I've played is probably Five Nights at Freddy's.
I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's, but I guarantee you I would get bored in like 30 minutes.
I mean, it's
I've watched gameplay footage of it, and I'm like, dude, this is not for me.
first and second are pretty scary. After that,
I would get so bored. I think I don't think I'd be able to do it. It's not
yeah.
just not my cup of tea. Not my type of game.
You seem like the type that also likes a more interactive
Yeah,
game where you have more choices to do more things.
I just want
That
to be able
is,
to like move around and shit and like
yeah,
explore kind of
that's
stuff.
in FNAF. You are always almost always sitting in an office and you're managing your time and your resources. Like, gotta check the cameras, gotta check the lights, gotta make sure I don't run out of power for these doors. It's all like sort of resource management, which it's another one of those games where you're helpless. So you got things to look at all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think I have played horror games. Don't get me wrong. I don't think I've played any by myself, which is what like that's the moment that it becomes more scary for me. Like if I have somebody else playing with me or somebody else in the room with me while I play, I don't care. I'll play whatever. Doesn't bother me at all. But the second I'm by myself and I can't see behind me or I don't know who is with me and shit and I hear a noise, oh hell no.
You bring in Meg and you're like, babe, I need you to just watch the door while I play this game. Okay? You don't have to
Just
speak to me, but you got to be here to make
fucking
sure
keep
nothing
watch, man. Just
make sure
keep
nothing
watch.
comes through.
Keep watch. Willow, sit your ass down and fucking watch the door. No, I actually think that makes for a perfect stream though. If you can
Mm,
take somebody like me or you that is absolutely scared pissless at video games like that, sit us down in front of a camera and play a scary game. Those are the best streams because they always get the best reactions. Will I lose sleep over it? Probably, but it's still funny, and that makes good content. Which is exactly why here soon, I would very much like to
yeah, play that PlayStation Silent Hill.
PS1 Silent Hill, baby. However, I do not have the means currently to stream through my PS2. So, I might either have to wait until I am able to or find like an emulator or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Or if it's on PC, maybe get it on PC. I'm not sure. But I would very much like to play at least a little bit of it before the Silent Hill 2 remake comes out because I would like to also get that and stream that because that looks dope. Not gonna lie. And
Yeah.
Silent Hill 2 is the one that everybody likes. Like that's the one that everybody talks about all the time. So
I couldn't. I know you say it would be entertaining, but like people would get mad at me because I'd be getting lost. I'm already in a dark hallway where my senses are like lowered. So like if I played it, I could never play a game like Resident Evil where there's puzzles to go and do as well as avoiding the horror danger. I just
yeah.
couldn't do it. So people would get mad when I'm like, I don't know where to go. I'm just running around, and I'd be wasting all my bullets or whatever
Resident Evil
I
is
have.
also resource management as well, on top of all
Yeah,
that
it
other
is.
stuff. So
And it's a bitch of a resource management game too,
I
like
don't know
conserving
how
your ammo and Like the enemies, you have to hit them in a certain spot. You have to go collect things and craft.
I don't know
Too
how
much.
Toby and Derek love those games so much because I could not. I could not love those games. I love the story. I love the atmosphere. I love the like some of the characters and shit. And trust me, I've gotten a deep amount of Resident Evil lore dumps on me just from living with Toby, but also from doing podcasts with Derek and also Toby. We did a whole episode on the Resident Evil movies. So I've gotten a lot of Resident Evil knowledge, and trust me, a lot of it is very neat. It's very fucking cool, and I would love to be able to love those games. But I know damn well the second I pick one up, I'm gonna be like, this is so infuriating. I don't want to play this. I'll watch it. I'll listen to it. I'll consume it in other ways, but I will not play it.
Get your hand chopped off, and sprinkle a little juice on that.
Oh, yeah. You just glue that bitch back on. Yeah.
Yeah, easy. That kind of takes it out of reality for me, which makes it a little less scary.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. So I played a little bit of Soma before when Cody
That's
and
a
Cheeks
popular one.
Cody and Cheeks were visiting, and Cody kept on saying, "Dude, you gotta play Soma. You gotta play Soma. It's fucking terrifying. It's fucked up. It's creepy." And I was like, "All right, fuck it. Let's stream it." And we did like a whole. Everybody sitting on the couch. We set the camera up and stuff, and we streamed it on Cosmic Pizza.
I need to look up what Soma was because I'm getting it mixed up with something else, I think.
It is definitely in the category of Eldritch horror, for sure.
Okay, yeah, no, I have not seen gameplay of this one. I'm thinking of one that was it was like Dead Space, but I don't remember what it was.
It's like Dead Space, but in the ocean instead of in space. It's like a Eldritch, Cthulhu, deep sea horror kind of shit.
That sounds cool.
Deep sea horror with like technological horror as well, like sci-fi shit as well. But holy fuck, does it just make you feel alone? Like it makes you feel alone and like just fucked up in the head. It almost makes you go insane playing it. But like that's the whole point, is for you to feel insane, you know? And it's spoopy, man. It's fucking spoopy. Not gonna lie, if it wasn't for the fact that Toby and not Peyton, you were not there, Cody
That's
and
me.
Cheeks were there chilling with me while I was playing it, dude, it would have scared the shit out of my ass, dude. Easy would have scared the shit out of my ass.
I'm pulling up. I have a list of the scariest games. Holy shit. Okay, so I need to know if you've heard of these and if you agree with the ranking. All right, are you ready?
Okay.
This is on Game Rant, so I don't know how accurate it is. Number 16 is Doki Doki Literature Club.
I've heard of that, but isn't that like a
I,
text-based RPG?
yeah, like
Definitely not then.
I watched a little bit of this gameplay. I never saw it all the way through, but I know it's supposed to get really dark and fucked up, like suicide
I'm
stuff
sure it
happens,
gets
and it
dark
got banned.
I'm sure it gets dark and fucked up, but I cannot, in good conscience, put a text-based RPG horror game in the scariest games of all time. I think the fact that it
Yeah.
is text-based takes me out of it being scary entirely, to be honest.
Well, I think this one had a history that came with it, and I could just be talking out my ass, but I'm pretty sure that no one paid attention to it when it first came out, and then someone got through it, and I think a kid killed himself because of it.
Hmm.
And that's how like a bunch of moms came in and said, "Yeah, absolutely not. This game like needs to be banned," and they had a bunch of attention that came with that. All right, number 15 is Dark Wood, an intense top-down survival horror game. I've never heard of Darkwood.
I've never even heard of that, yeah.
Can't be that scary then. Lies. This list sucks. Number 14, Little Nightmares.
Little Nightmares is pretty scary. It's scary in like a Tim Burton-esque way,
Yeah.
but
So the picture they have on here is a moment I
chef?
remember from the game. Yeah, the chef.
yeah.
When that tubby little bastard is
Yeah.
squealing his way on over to you to grab you. Yeah, that's terrifying. What else we got here? Number 13, Alan Wake 2. I heard the Alan Wake games were really boring. Or at least the first one is.
Derek said that Alan Wake, the newest one, is like running for Game of the Year, I think. I'm pretty sure he said that.
That's crazy.
Speaking of Little Nightmares, this is free on PlayStation this month.
Ooh.
I was just looking because Toby said that Dead Space, or the Dead Space remake or something, is one of the free games, but I think he meant next month.
That would be a good one, Dead Space.
I'm probably gonna, if
list.
I can't end up getting Silent Hill to work for a stream, I'm gonna do Dead Space because it's free this month, so, or next month anyway.
That would be good. Are you playing the remake of it?
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called? Okay.
And I've heard the remake is fantastic.
Number 12 is Alien Isolation. I never played it. I wanted to watch gameplay on it because everyone says that it's like, at that time it was one of the most advanced AI, not AI, shoot, what's that called? One of the most advanced bots, like in a game that, maybe it was AI. Yeah, AI, because it knew like where you were, and it used the alien itself used a bunch of different things to come and like fuck your day up. Number 11's PT.
I feel like PT should be higher on that list, but
well, it never came out, so
I know, but the whole mysticism behind it at all, and the fact that if you have a PT PlayStation, like if you have a PlayStation that still has PT on it because you managed to like sign out of all your shit before they could remove it, you have a very expensive piece of hardware.
Yeah, you do.
Very expensive piece of hardware because it doesn't exist on most people's PlayStations anymore. Kadikarus, I talked about in our YouTube episode where we were talking about YouTubers. He has a PT PlayStation, so that's pretty cool.
I think I might skip. This is already boring me. Okay, my phone just went from 71% to 67%. What just happened?
I don't know. What did you do?
Oh, it's at 64% now. It's all the ads.
What have you done?
Number 7's Dead Space. That makes sense. Oh, and the whole thing restarted. Are you fucking with me right now? Okay.
Are you fucking with me right now?
That hurt my soul. Wait, I think I have Cliff Notes. Yep, okay. Number 5, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Let's go, baby.
Nice.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Pull Charlie
baby.
out. Woo!
Woo! Yeah, baby.
Number 4 is Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly. Never heard of Fatal Frame.
I've heard of Fatal Frame before. But I gotta put a visual with that one too. Sounds familiar. Oh yeah, I've heard of this. I've never played it, but I have heard of it.
I've got no clue.
Oh,
Number 3. Yeah, good one.
Hang on. Hang on. I have it in
It's right there.
I have it in my library. Hang on. I gotta fucking remember the name of it. Dark Pictures Anthology. The Dark Pictures Anthology games.
Yeah.
Those are
what
good.
About them?
Especially Man of Medan is fucking creepy, dude.
I don't care for that one.
It's creepy, especially if you play 2-player. If you play 2-player with a friend or something like that, you each get different stories, but they're going on simultaneously. So like Toby and I, when Toby and I played together, for example, we would like go through the big ship or whatever, and I'd be like, "Holy fuck, did you see that?" And he's like, "What? You didn't see that lady just run right in front of you into the next room?" And he's like, "No." It's because it didn't happen on his screen, but it happened on mine. I was like, "What the fuck?"
So if you play that game solo, you'll see that there are just like missing chunks where characters get split up. When they get split up, that's when your second player is supposed to experience a part of the story that you don't get to have if you're playing single player.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nuts. I thought that was very fun. I thought that was a fun idea, and it worked very well, I think. It scared the fuck out of me a couple times.
Little Hope is the good Dark Pictures anthology game.
I've heard of Little Hope as well. I don't.
Still
I
gives me
don't think I
shivers.
have it yet.
It's got Will Poulter as a main character.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have that one yet.
That one's scary, and it has one of those endings that's like a teacher will tell you if you're writing a story, don't use that ending because it's fucking stupid. It got me. It got me on the second round too. I totally forgot, and it was still an enjoyable experience the whole way through. But yeah,
House of
you
Ashes, The Devil in Me, Little Hope. Yeah, here it is.
House of Ashes and Devil in Me are some of the worst fucking poo poo games ever. They're so bad and not scary at all. We watched the Wait, what was the other? What were the options you just said?
There's Man of Medan, Little Hope, Devil in Me, and House of Ashes.
Devil in Me was the newest one that Lou and I watched together, and I was so bored watching it.
The Devil in Me.
Mm-hmm. It's about H. Holmes
Hmm.
and his like murder spree because he built a mansion with a bunch of freaking traps and contraptions that are meant to kill people.
Gotcha. I've heard The Quarry's pretty good.
Corey's really good.
I've heard that it's pretty good. I know Meg has it on her PlayStation, so I might play that.
It's like one of my wife's favorites. I think she's watched it twice, and she's always asking if we can watch it through again.
Is it scary?
It's pretty scary. I think you would enjoy it.
I might stream that one too if I can't get Silent Hill to work. I might do that
if I
and
were
Dead Space.
I'm looking fat while I sit here like this. If I were to rank the Dark Pictures games, it would be Until Dawn, which is number 2 on the scariest horror movie or horror games list. I don't know if it's quite that good, maybe, but it'd be that one. Little Hope. Motherfucking already lost it. Where the Quarry? I think that's part of that same group. Man of Medan, 4th. Then probably Devil in Me, House of Ashes. That'd be my ranking system.
I've only played Man of Medan, so that's the standard I have. That's all.
Did
I
you
have.
not watch or play Until Dawn?
No.
That's like a pop culture thing for us to know about that game. They're making a movie out of it.
Until
They're doing a remaster for PS5.
Dawn.
Maybe you can get it for $700 along with the console.
No, I've never seen this.
Wow. You missed out on an entire wave. Like, that was one of those trending games on YouTube for a while, and it still holds a place in some people's hearts as, like, their favorite.
Oh, is this the one with the creepy lady that, like, turns her head and her face turns all fucked up and shit?
No.
No?
No, this is one where a bunch of teenagers are surviving out at this kid's, like, winter resort house. But there's Wendigos out there that are killing people. Yeah, they got Wendigos.
Huh?
Yeah. There's some scary Wendigo lore in there.
I do fuck with some Wendigos.
It's good stuff.
It's got that good.
Yeah. And Amnesia the Dark Descent was number 1 on that list, if anyone cared.
I have not played Amnesia either.
I watched Markiplier play Amnesia the Bunker recently. That one was pretty scared. That got my jimmies ruffled a little bit. Man, maybe I know a lot more about horror games than I thought. I came into this thinking I didn't know shit. But I like scary stuff. I just like watching it and not participating in it so I can stay safe.
I have watched a little bit of Amnesia. But no, my preferred method is also to watch it, not to play it. But I want to do some. I've been wanting to do like a spooky something stream since we've had YouTube going, and I don't think we have actually successfully done that, like, at all. So I want to do it on my channel. Like, I want to fully say fuck it and commit to it and actually do a scary game stream, at least one, for spooky season during the month of October.
I'll do one. I'm just going to title it "The Stream Ends When I Piss My Pants."
It's only a...
It's a 3-minute stream.
Yeah, I was going to say 20 minutes, but 3 minutes sounds more accurate.
I get through the opening credits and I'm like, all right, guys, I'm soaked. See ya. That's it.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, no, it's not really scary, but I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay, dude, do you not have a mic and camera while you're playing that?
No, I don't.
You bitch. I wanted to watch it, and I didn't hear you commentating on anything, and I was, like, buffering through it. I'm like, is this mic muted? You don't talk through the whole thing, dude.
I do. I've been talking the whole time.
No, you haven't.
Did you watch my second one or my first one?
The first one, I was going through it.
Apparently not, because I talked more in that one than I did in the second one by a mile. I had, like...
Every spot that I skipped to, you were not speaking.
That's just a... That's a you problem.
Is it?
Yes, because I was talking that whole time.
Uh-huh.
There's a 5 hours worth of stream. I did start...
Yeah, I know. It's weird that you weren't talking through any of it.
I started a little bit late, because I had to take care of some stuff.
Yeah, you didn't start until like 10 minutes in.
Okay, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a fifth-year student. Term begins on 1 September.
Skipping ahead.
Preliminary.
Ask that you keep all that's happened this
That's a
evening
cutscene.
between you and me.
Dude, there's no way you're lying to me. Absolute cap right now.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are.
That's not your voice.
By the way,
Hang on.
shame I wasn't with you
I
in
roasted
Fig.
this girl
I could have
on this
lured
part.
that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Okay.
See?
Sus.
Okay.
Sus. Dude, I was talking that whole time. You're tripping. I had a lot of feedback in that until like towards the end because people started like falling off, but
However faded it may be.
that's me.
That's not you.
I was talking
Not
quite a bit.
talking. He's not talking. You're just standing there.
There was a couple times I had left to go to the bathroom.
Man's literally just standing.
I probably went to the bathroom.
No speaking. I don't know if it's coming through my mic, but no, you're not saying a word.
I think your phone's fucked up.
Wow, still fucking nothing. That's weird because I'm hearing the game audio, but I don't hear anything from an orange bearded man.
I'm telling you, I was speaking the whole time.
I'm telling you, you weren't.
It's a 5-hour stream. There's gonna
Do I
be
need to
parts
get
where I was
YouTube-
quiet.
Do I need to get YouTube Premium just to hear, like, gamers' voices? What am I missing here?
Yeah.
I hope someone argues you in the comments. It favors me. Someone cancel this man.
I hope somebody gives you a bunch of timestamps from when I'm talking. And they're all timestamps from when I'm silent, but they like insist that I was talking, so you just go mad trying to figure out why you can't hear me. And everybody else
You're
can.
not real. I wish I could just say Jacob says the N-word during the stream so that people could go and look and cancel you, but even if that were true, they just go and watch your stream and I can't have you getting views off of this. That doesn't work. Can't have you thriving.
We did play a lot of zombies. I would consider that horror.
Zombies ain't horror.
They're zombies. Zombies count as horror. It's not really scary, but they're zombies.
World War II zombies actually has jump scares and some horrific stuff in it. That's actually scary. Anything made by Activision, not scary. Treyarch.
Or Activision, really.
Yeah. Activision is only scary because of what them and Blizzard did with, what was it, diddling kids? Wasn't that what they got in trouble for?
No.
What did Blizzard get in trouble for?
There was several executives that were SA women.
Yes.
It's fucked up.
See, that's the scary part.
Yeah, it's fucked. Luckily,
It's
like
like
most of those people have been like either fired or let go or left the company suspiciously and shit. So that's good. But
sold all their shares, made a shitload of money, and then left the company. Yeah,
yep.
set up for life. They're doing just fine. All the victims have to go out, faceless, nameless, or get harassed because they were open about the allegations.
One of them can't even do that because she's not here anymore.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty
This
bad.
is the world we live in.
It's pretty bad. Speaking of Blizzard, though, and horror, like legit horror, if you do some
World of Warcraft,
if you do some digging in World of Warcraft, there's some pretty
God
fucking
damn.
scary shit in there too, dude. They got some creepy shit happening in WoW. It's a pretty famous scenario that anybody can play classic WoW or whatever. I think it might even still be in the retail game, but if you go to one of the towns in Eastern Kingdoms, there's a very spooky town. It's called Duskwood. It's like fucking dark and there's never any sun. Like it's creepy as shit the whole time. There's a group of like 5 or 6 kids that will run around singing songs, and they all eventually lead back up into this one room upstairs in the house, and they form a pentagram in the middle of the fucking room, and then they keep singing songs and shit, and then they end up like leaving or something and going out into the woods and like summoning demons and shit. It's fucking creepy.
Well, that's awesome.
They're children.
They're children.
It's great.
Automatic and scary.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a real man question, and you have to give a real man answer.
Hit me.
Do you get scared playing Minecraft?
No.
I do.
Why would you get scared playing Minecraft?
Dude, when you're 1,000 block miles from home, deep underground, you're running out of torches, your pickaxe just broke, you got like a pubic hair of health left on your sword, and the music just stops and then goes and changes into that creepy little shit that I'm pretty sure triggers when you're in a cave. I'm out. I can't be there mentally or physically. I need to leave.
That just means that just means I'm gonna die and lose all my shit, and I'm just going to close the game and go to sleep.
I'm gonna close the game.
Fuck, dude. Minecraft pisses me off so bad. Like it gets irately pissed off to the point where like now if I play, I have to have keep inventory turned on because it blows my mind how pissed off I get if I'm like 1,000 leagues under the sea and I lose my shit. No.
I play the game carefully. Lou, my wife, does not. She'll go and just fall in a random ravine and lose all of her stuff. I like to play with nothing on so that we can earn achievements in the game.
Yeah.
She likes to put on keep inventory, and at that point, I'm just playing the same damn game and I'm not making any progress. So I don't like doing that.
Even when I do play carefully, I still manage to get fucked out of all of my stuff every single time I play it.
If you have keep inventory on, there's no consequence to death.
I know, but
that sucks.
It gets to the point where I'm an adult. I don't have to play this, so it's pissing me off. I'm gonna walk away from it, and I just turn the fucking game off. And then I don't want to play it anyway. So
I need to have that mindset while I play World War II. I've put in 576 hours into Call of Duty World War II, and I still scream and cuss like a baby when I get shot and die in shipment, which is the goal. That's the whole point of shipment, is to just die all the time.
I uninstalled all my Call of Duty games.
You suck.
I uninstalled all of them. They were pissing me off, dude. Call of Duty as a franchise was pissing me off so bad that
you're like none of it.
It didn't even take me playing a game to piss me off. It was a Q&A about one of the new Call of Duties, the newest one, I'm pretty sure, that I was like, you know what? This interview alone pisses me off to the point where I cannot even think straight right now. I'm uninstalling all the games. I even uninstalled Warzone, and it's free. I uninstalled all of it. I can't. I'm just
boycotting COD.
Yes, and then, dude, Caden asked me to play some Cold War with him the other day because it's the only Call of Duty he has. And
Ew.
I was like, no, I uninstalled all of them. And he was like, and I gave him all my reasons. I told him why I did it, and he's like, reinstall it. No,
Yeah.
I said no. I'm not reinstalling the 5,000 gigabyte fucking game that's going to take up every inch of my fucking hard drive, only for me to get pissed off at it and uninstall it again. No, dude, Call of Duty patches are bigger than most AAA games now.
Yeah.
That is reason enough to uninstall all of your... Anybody watching this or listening to this, go uninstall all of your Call of Duty games. Uninstall all of them. There's no reason a patch should be as large as it is. There's no reason. Especially a copy and paste game. It's the same fucking game every single goddamn year. No, we haven't figured out how to optimize this shit yet. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
They're working on it, man. They brought back Jug. They brought back Jug, remember? Wasn't that awesome?
You know, they also brought back slide canceling as a feature. But they're the ones that took it away. Yeah. No, you can't just be like, also, slide canceling's back, we're cool. No, you're the fucking idiots that took it away to begin with. Fuck.
I think that has to be a marketing thing, right? Like obvious. I think Toby even sent us the TikTok that was like, look, the community is saying what it wants. All you gotta do is listen. Like, I'm pretty sure they have to make like a shit game that they know everyone's gonna buy, or they take out certain features just because either no one was talking about them or it got some pushback, and then once it's gone and everyone misses it and they're like, bring this back, they're like, guys, we listen to our community, alright?
Oh my god.
We brought it back to you. Here you go.
I cannot fucking stand Call of Duty, dude. I cannot stand Call of Duty. I don't... And it sucks because I want to play zombies. I want to enjoy zombies.
Play World War II with me.
No. I don't own World War II. And I sure as fuck I'm not going to buy it. So...
You should.
If it's free on a month of PlayStation whatever, I'll get it. Oh, well, then I'm not getting it then. I'm not spending money on a Call of Duty game.
It's so old that when you do have it, you have, like, the double XP is unlimited.
That's
There's
great.
Double
I'm not spending
XP,
money
divisions.
on a Call of Duty game ever again. Never,
All
ever
right,
again.
I guess you don't want a good Call of Duty game. That's fine, whatever.
There are no good Call of Duty games, Peyton. There are no good Call of Duty games.
Are you gonna tell me that Black Ops 2 wasn't?
Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 are good. I'll
You tell me that Modern Warfare 2 wasn't?
I'm done with them. I'm done. My Call of Duty ship has sailed. I have smoothly sailed into the docks of Skur Ritual. That's my zombies experience now.
When do you play Skur?
I'm waiting on you guys to play with me. Speaking of horror games,
So you don't.
Horror? I would if you guys played with me.
I don't have time.
I don't play Call of Duty without friends either. So it's literally no different. If I'm gonna choose one or the other, though, I'm picking Skur. Unless we're talking Origins on Black Ops 3.
Fuck all that. I know that anyone watching this, actually people who watch this probably know us and are not new. But if you're new here and you watched my first stream of playing Skur, I've just now figured out what the problem was. Why I was having such a fucking issue with the controls.
Why?
This is happening to our controllers frequently. I have to restart the controller itself. There's a little thing on the back that's a little hole that you poke a little thing into, hold it down for 5 seconds, and it resets it.
Yeah.
Because Lou noticed it too. I was playing Call of Duty and I'm like, what just happened? Have I not played in 10 years? This feels unplayable. Stuff is just like swaying around and whatnot. What had affected it, and I found out in Zombies, is that the auto-aim assist wasn't fucking working. So I wasn't picking up on any enemies that were around me. I just had to, like, go for it and pray that I actually hit something. But there's just such a slight auto-aim that happens in any of those first-person shooters that most people probably don't even notice until your controller breaks, like ours did.
That's nuts. Yeah, mine have never done that, so...
because I played it again, like, solo, just to show Lou what it was like in case she was interested. And all of a sudden, I was a god at the game. It was super easy. It felt like zombies.
I told you.
A fucking auto-aim. My aimbot wasn't working, chat.
Fucking aimbot.
When is Skur gonna get a new map?
October.
Okay.
We're getting Tides of Despair or something, or Tides of Terror or some shit. It's a ghost ship, I think.
So Voyage of Despair from Black Ops 4?
Yeah, dude, they have made no bones about memeing on Call of Duties. So, like, you know that.
Yeah.
They've been pretty blatant with it, and I love it for that. I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's bold, and I think it's fucking funny. I love it.
PPSH wall buy is just the biggest cock slap on the table that you could possibly offer, and it's great.
Dude, the fact that, like, just about all the perks are the exact same with different names is amazing. Love that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's really all I've got, to be honest with you, because I don't really have any other big horror games that I've played or would like to play. I definitely, like I said,
can't think of any.
Dead Space, definitely want to do Silent Hill, definitely want to do Silent Hill Remake. I might do Dark Pictures Anthology. Who knows? We'll see.
Play Until Dawn. I want to see who all you get killed.
Probably everybody. Because I'm terrible at horror games, but
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. I would like to do some horror stuff for sure. And I've only got 3-4 more days or so until October, so there's that. But
what do you mean? This is the end of October.
Oh, yeah, well, start playing them anyway.
Stupid idiot.
Look, I forget that we record these in advance, okay? Okay.
No, we don't. This is on time.
Okay.
There are current events happening.
Nobody believes that.
I think anyone cares, if I'm being totally honest.
They don't, and they wouldn't believe it even if they did. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure you give us a giant thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see anything else like this. Or anything else that we have on the channel at all. Because we've got like 40-something episodes. Actually, by the time this comes out, we'll have over 50, right? Right?
I believe we're at that 50 mark.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we got tons of stuff.
Is this the big 50?
I don't know. Is it?
Hang on, I'm checking. Filling in with audio. Nope. This is 49.
Ooh, close. So the next episode will be episode 50. So
almost a full year.
Almost a full year. So check out that stuff as well. Also, peep our Instagram. We've got shorts and stuff on there as well. And we'll see you in the next time. Bye.